And always time to squeeze in one more interview here on Morning Live. Now, members of the public are part of the process of finding a suitable candidate for the position of Municipal Manager for the Rustenburg Municipality in the Northwest Province. The municipality started conducting interviews for the position yesterday, and this in an effort to be transparent. It has invited members of the public to sit in on these interviews, and the members of the public are accommodated in a gallery. And according to the Rustenburg Municipality, they've been conducting their interviews in the presence of the public since 2015, at least for the position of mayor. So joining us now telephonically is the mayor of Rustenburg, Mpho Khunou. Thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
So, Mr. Mayor, if we could start here with regard to this public participation process and the Rustenburg Municipality conducting interviews in the presence of the public. This, of course, at different levels has been happening since 2015. Talk to us about what led to the decision to do this.
The appointment of a Municipal Manager of Rustenburg is a very important decision. It's a decision which evokes a lot of expectation, a lot of interest, not just in Rustenburg, but in the Northwest Province, understanding that Rustenburg is the biggest municipality by far in the province. So people always, take an interest in who are you going to appoint, the process that you're going to follow to appoint a suitable candidate. And it is against that background, with understanding of the huge interest, the huge expectation, that let's take the public into confidence, in terms of the processes that we follow, subjecting the candidate to public scrutiny, so that ultimately people, the public at large, the residents of Rustenburg can have a better understanding of what led to the municipality taking a decision on appointment of a candidate as a municipal manager.
Mr. Khunou, what, just out of curiosity, does the Local Municipal Systems Act say about conducting interviews in this manner, and how you also deal with sensitive personal information during this process?
We must remember that the objects, if we start with the objects of local government, one of the objects of local government is to provide democratic and accountable local government. And you've got to see that being manifested in how we conduct the affairs of the municipality. If you also go to Chapter 4 of the Systems Act, it talks about a municipality developing mechanisms of ensuring that there's public participation, there's community participation. So the process is in line with the principles espoused in the Constitution, in Chapter 4 of the Systems Act. It is a process which the public in Rustenburg has been quite pleased about, that we are transparent, we are open, and it eliminates the possibility of controversies arising out of appointment. So the process is compliant. If you are going to be Municipal Manager of Rustenburg, you've got to be prepared to subject yourself to scrutiny by the public. And I don't think any personal information that you would present would be beyond the boundary of members of the public.
So just going back to why this vacancy is being filled, and looking at the person who previously occupied the position of Municipal Manager in Rustenburg. Now, what were the reasons that the previous manager actually left?
Well, Sabina, there's a lot of... Well, I met the former Municipal Manager before she resigned. I had a session, and she indicated to me that she would like to be spending a bit more time with her family. Originally, she comes from KZN, and she felt that she wanted to return to her home province. And subsequent to that, she issued a very public resignation letter, in which she cited quite a number of reasons. But in my own interaction with her, those are not the reasons that were put on the table. So the unfortunate thing is that she issued a statement, and she was not, available to clarify it. But as far as I'm concerned, I had a good working relationship with her. The council, by and large, supported her. We must understand that the administration is held accountable by the council. At times it gets to be a bit robust, but I mean that comes with the territory, the need for the administration to account for their actions in line with the pursuit of the objectives of the organization, the vision, and so forth.
And where I'm going with this is here. With regard to the process and the candidates who've been shortlisted for the position from yesterday's interviews, are they all from the Northwest Province, from in and around Rustenburg?
No. There's a candidate who has been acting Municipal Manager since beginning of May. And then there's two other candidates who actually come from Gauteng.
Now, the previous municipal manager was quite outspoken about some of the treatment that she received and also the harassment that was meted out to her, because she spoke about constantly being called a Zulu girl who had to go back to KZN. And this was part of the reason why she felt that she could no longer stay there. She said she didn't question her own competence, but that harassment became a bit much for her to deal with. Are you aware of that?
I want to reiterate that I had a good working relationship with her. The municipal manager was actually, the former municipal manager was hand-hunted. We went through a similar process we are following now. We advertised several times. We couldn't find the right candidate. We ended up headhunting. And I need to say this, that her appointment was accepted unanimously by all councillors. Right. So there wasn't a question that this candidate that was ahead came from KZN. All councillors across the political spectrum were happy with the appointment, were happy with the credentials. The overall, the whole council, all councillors supported her. Overall, I think the broader community of Rustenburg were quite excited about the appointment. So there might have been isolated incidents. But formally, when we talk about formal processes of the running of the council, inside of the council, was she always reminded that she's a Zulu girl? She was, no. Inside of our administration, there might have been things that happened beyond the realm of formal processes. But I don't believe that the municipality is not a conducive environment for anyone who comes from anywhere in the country to come and provide their services and skills.
Well, we have to unfortunately leave it there. Mpho Khunou is the mayor of Rustenburg Municipality, talking to us about the inclusivity of the public with regard to reaching the decision on who to appoint as the new municipal manager. And the public have been invited to sit in the gallery and view these interviews and the process for establishing who should actually then take over as the municipal manager of the municipality there in Rustenburg. We'll talk more about that and other municipalities as well and some of the issues that are going on there. But for now, we're going to leave that one right there.